I'm Brandon Castor with Vinterre. Today, I'll walk you through how we're serving the global wine industry. First off, the problem with our problem is that it's not simple, but that doesn't mean a solution is out of reach. Allow me to explain. There are four main stakeholders in the wine industry: wine producers, importers, consumers, and regulators. Exchanging information between stakeholders is like a game of telephone. How do you find the right partner with unverified information and a couple of phone calls? How do you navigate regulatory requirements without ever operating in that jurisdiction? How do you exchange information with your partners if everyone's asking a different set of questions, expecting a different set of answers? How do you exchange information in an automated manner if there's no innovation in the industry? How do you monetize sustainability if you don't know what options exist? The global wine market's over $500 billion and continues to grow with the younger consumers more interested in sustainable wines. Furthermore, consumers are becoming more involved in wine and learning the origin of their consumption. Our solution is a SaaS web-based product focused on solving the communication issues by streamlining information exchange and simplifying regulatory compliance requirements. Our solution immediately saves everyone time by providing a standard information format and provides market insights to find the right partner to grow their business. We accelerate the journey to ESG by providing producers with enhanced sustainability and practices and digitizing the community. As we advise producers on sustainable practices, we're working with a landmass of over 7.3 million hectares that provides opportunity for carbon sequestering and monetization. The wine industry is a closely knit and self-organizing community. By empowering the industry, we form a community where everyone participates in the solution. Furthermore, our competition is focused on the transaction rather than the relationship. We look to provide a single place for global interaction, allowing everyone to stay current. Our product addresses the issues by hosting a catalog of producers and importer profiles and their wines that either party can review and connect with one another. Within a few clicks, our customers instantly save 20% or more of their time through our verified information exchange and have access to the people that can grow their business, all in one spot with global reach. We are serving the wine export value chain. Our competition in the B2B space only has a few regional players that offer fragmented and expensive solutions that only support one language. The competition in the B2C landscape is crowded and very competitive. By capturing B2B first, as is our goal, we can extend to the consumer market with key information that our competitors do not have. Over the last 7 years, we have created a successful wine import business across Canada. We live with this problem every day and have already tried our competitors' solutions. Our success is in our customer success. We designed a solution for each persona involved in the information gaps. We'll be the first to market with sustainability in mind, allowing for the younger audience to connect with the community. To gain traction, we're focused on one goal: digitizing communication that is already happening today. To start, our freemium version provides producers a single location to manage their brand, tell their story, and connect with importers to begin trading. Next, producers share Vinterre, their system of record, with importers to access that verified information. This step enables trade and eliminates 20% plus administrative burden that exists today. Our third step is to turn on e-commerce of an ever-growing list of wines and provide additional value through other services. Imagine a producer working with 50 importers. Information exchange and trade can be done in a click of a button, as opposed to 50 plus emails, phones, and text messages today. With our approach, the producers help unlock the network effect. By the end of 2022, we are projecting to be just over 15 million in revenue based on 3 customer channels: producers, importers, and consumers. As for us, we're already living in this space. We have collaborated in various capacities over the last 5 years with highly complementary skill sets. Where we need help is in making introductions to build out the ESG offering, provide legal advice on IP protection, and funding to accelerate a go-to-market. Join us in revolutionizing how wine flows around the world. Spend your time where it matters. Visit us at vinterre.com. Thank you.
That was great, Brandon. Thank you so much for doing that. And now for anybody who's in the audience, I would recommend that you reach out to Brandon, Maxim, or Will if you would like to learn more through the direct chat method, which you can do by clicking on people and then clicking on whoever you'd like to chat with. At this point, I'd like to give you guys an opportunity to share anything else that you think you'd like people to know. And there is a question here asking, can you break down your value to importers in a bit more detail?
Yeah, happy to. I don't know, Andrew. I don't have my camera on for some reason. Maybe need to enable it. The value to importer really comes from the ability to search the wines that are on the platform and the ability to find the right wines based on what you need. And then as we're growing this, it enables essentially the acquisition of the wine through the value chain from a vineyard, through a shipper, through a carrier, to a liquor board in the different jurisdictions, but it's Canada, US, different countries, and then as part of the roadmap, it would enable the communication and flow to the licensees, whether it's on-premise or off-premise, and then the consumer. So an importer has the ability to automate a lot of this. If you think about, they can save a lot of time on shipping. They can save a lot of time on logistics person, like it can eliminate those jobs or parts of those jobs. It can provide the communication to on and off-premise. So it saves in time and streamlines the messaging to customers.
Thank you for answering that. The next question I see here, are you pre or post revenue, and what is the funding ask? At what pre-money valuation and through which proposed instrument?
So at the moment we're pre-money. We in terms of existence, we're only less than 5 months old. I mean, mind you, that I have been in the wine business for years and years and years. So in terms of money, we're absolutely looking for money, but in terms of how much money and for what valuation, we would like to reserve this till July when we launch the product and we have a better understanding of our traction. From a traction perspective, I am not terribly concerned about this because I come from the wine industry. So we've done 54 interviews with customers. I currently represent 55 producers across Western Canada. They have all expressed interest in joining the platform. Over the last 36 hours, we've done 3 customer interviews. I have relationship with 1,000 plus producers. So we know that those are going to come in. And I mean, just 2 of the interviews we had yesterday with Pelea, they have 50 importers around the world. Then we had an interview with Cooper Mountain out of Oregon. They have 98 producers, 98 importers. So from a traction perspective, we know that this thing is very, very prone to a network effect because it's kind of like when Walmart launched EDI back 15, 20 years ago. They said, if you want to do business with us, you have to do it through EDI. It will be the same situation whether you're an importer or a producer. Why would you focus on manually ingesting information or sharing information when you can have it electronically? So we expect, I mean, our financial model is very, very conservative. We have put 2% for churn, even though we don't think that there's going to be churn because we're not taking there's no platform hopping. We're not acquiring the customers from somebody else. We acquire them from email, Dropbox, and things like that. And we have put 0 for a referral, even though we know that one producer can refer us to 50 to 100 different importers. So that's kind of where we stand. I'd love to, anybody that's interested in what we have, I'd love to engage in a conversation. But in terms of specific ask and valuation, I would suggest that we reserve this to after we go live in July.
Excellent, thank you. So I don't think we're going to be able to get through all of the questions because at this point I'm going to let Bill Whitelaw come up and ask a question on camera, if you'd like to. And I do encourage all of you to respond to the Q&As in the Q&A chat as well, which you can do through type. All right, hi Bill, go ahead.
Hello, good morning, welcome folks. I sort of hopped off one webinar onto another. I don't really have a question, but more of a statement in terms of of what Maxime was just saying. It's phenomenal. And maybe it's a question is, how do you juggle so many balls concurrently and remember from one conversation to the next, what are the broad themes that link those conversations with your stakeholders together?
So what we have done, I mean, perhaps it's a bit gimmicky, but so we're using Google Form to streamline the conversation. So everything is organized based on theme and problem statements. So the problems flows into the solution. So they structured data and unstructured data. We constantly go through it and iterate, and we feed the conversations back to our customers to say, does this resonate? Does it not resonate? Even though I'm an importer, I continue to have conversations with fellow importers as well. So like our focus is to get the producers first, because once you get the producers, the importers are going to come, because it just saves them a ton of time and money.
And do you find that they enjoy the way you're using technology to keep those conversations current, relevant, and sort of future focused?
Well, I mean, if we had a conversation with Sicily at the moment on, when was it, Monday, with a producer called La Moresca, and their big advancement this year was putting their inventory management and allocation through Excel. So they understand, they just don't have any technology. Majority of them are just stuck in the Stone Age. So, but they realize that they want to be in the vineyards, in the cellars, making the wine, and not be stuck behind the desk. So they immediately get. I mean, the conversation with Ampelay yesterday, a very famous winery out of Tuscany, was like, "This is going to save 20% of the export manager's time, 50% of the logistics person's time, and 20% of the marketing person's time." So they absolutely gravitating towards this as a technology as an enabler to grow their business.
And you know, just to make your point here, is allow you as the partner to be that enabler.
That's right.
And allow them to produce the top quality wines.
That's right. From the conversation yesterday with Barbara Gross from Cooper Mountain, what happens is that information as you go through the phone tag conversation gets diluted. So by the time it gets to a front staff person, whether it's on premise or off premise, it's so diluted that the story is lost. But what producers really pride themselves is on telling that story. Why is their wine special? Why is their terroir special? What is it that they do that is different?
That's very well put. And to the point is, they can tell that story effectively, and then
exactly
what they know best, and which is doing all those great things to produce great wines, right? So
exactly. And part of the challenge at the moment is that everyone is focused on the easy picking on the consumer side, and that's great. But the value chain doesn't start with the end consumer. It starts with the person that's making the wine, and from there on, if you have them, you can enable any opportunities on top of that value chain.
Perfect.
Well, thank you, everybody. We have to move back to the stage now for a wonderful panel on opportunities for convergence in ag tech and energy. So if you can meet us all over there, and as I mentioned, any questions that are left in the Q&A, the team from Vinterre can answer.
Okay, appreciate it.
Thank
you,
everyone.
everybody.
Thank you.